guys, so today we're going to be looking at the topic, the digestive system, carrying on from the alveoli practice last session. Imagine your body is like a factory or a food processing factory, and the digestive system is the food processing factory. So you eat the food, which we can link to the raw materials, and your body breaks it down into useful parts, which are the nutrients. So then your cells can use them for energy and growth. So step 1, the mouth, the food crusher. Your teeth act like machines in a factory, chopping down your food into smaller soluble pieces. Your saliva is like oil, and it helps the food pieces move into your mouth more smoothly. Your saliva also has enzymes, which we can think of as special chemicals, and they start breaking down starch into sugar. So to summarize the mouth up, let's think of it as the analogy of your mouth being like a blender. It breaks down big chunks of food, like let's say like a little chip or something, into small pieces. And then the enzymes start breaking them down further until it's like a solution, which we see like a liquid. Well, not really, but in this analogy with a blender. Number 2, the esophagus. And let's think of the esophagus as a food slide. Once you swallow food goes down the esophagus, which is a long tube to the stomach. It doesn't just fall down though, muscles squeeze it down. And the muscles squeeze it down in waves. This is called peristalsis. Okay, for the analogy, we're going to be looking at toothpaste. So when you squeeze out toothpaste, the tube of toothpaste, the toothpaste comes out. Your muscles push food down in the same sort of idea and way. So let's look at the stomach. We can call this the food mixer. Your stomach is like a giant mixing bowl of acids and enzymes. The acid kills down bacteria and helps break food down further. Protease enzymes start breaking down proteins further and into smaller pieces. The stomach churns down food into something smaller, a small liquid, and this is often referred to as chyme. So for the analogy, we can say the stomach is like a washing machine. It breaks down and mixes food in the stomach with a powerful chemical. In this case, it's the enzymes. Okay, the small intestine being the nutrient extractor. The small intestine is where most absorption happens and digestion. The liver and pancreas also helps out. The liver produces bile, and the bile breaks down fats into liquid, tiny droplets, like washing up liquid on grease. The pancreas releases more enzymes to digest carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Tiny structures called villi, which we'll approach later. They're like finger-like projections. They absorb nutrients into the blood. So for the analogy, the small intestine is like a sponge, soaking up all the good things like nutrients from the food. For number 5, the large intestine, we can refer to it as the water saver. So this is where any leftover food moves into the large intestine. Here water is absorbed back into the body, so you don't lose too much. The waste left over forms feces, which is stored in the rectum and leaves through the anus. So we can use the analogy of a towel. The large intestine is like a towel, squeezing out the excess water before getting rid of waste. Okay, let's look at the key enzymes in digestion. We're going to be looking at the key enzymes, what they break down, where they work, and the products. Okay, so for amylase, it breaks down starch into sugars, and this occurs in the mouth and the small intestine, and the product of this is glucose, which its chemical formula is C6H12O6. For protease, it breaks down proteins into amino acids in the stomach and small intestine, and the product is amino acids. For lipase, it breaks down fatty acids and glycerol in the small intestine, and the product is fatty acids and glycerol. So for the analogy recap, the mouth is like a blender. It breaks down your food, it chops, and it's the start of the process. So the esophagus is like the slide or the toothpaste. It pushes food down. The stomach is like the washing machine or mixing bowl. It churns food down with the help of acids and enzymes. Small intestine is like a sponge. It absorbs nutrients into the villi, the small finger-like projections. The large intestine is like a towel. It absorbs the leftover water before the waste leaves. So we're talking about feces. So the final question is, why is digestion so important? Well, it breaks food down into nutrients so you can use them. So your body can use them. It provides energy for you to move and grow, and removes waste to keep your body healthy and clean. And yeah, that's what I've got for you today. Bye guys. Next video is going to be on the villi, hopefully.